Hi folks, Old South Sales in Jackson, Mississippi, where if you watch our sales, you know folks that we principally sell diesel trucks of all shape and form. Sell an occasional motorhome and trailer, but we do like sports cars. We do like Cadillacs, and every once in a while we find one we like that we can sell on the internet. It's a great car, and we buy it and we list it. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to list a wonderful car, folks, and you talk about a bargain compared to what they cost new and what they cost, you know, at franchise dealers. This is a 2014 Cadillac CTS all-wheel drive. Got everything, folks. 90-something thousand miles, runs and drives like a new one. No paint work, no nothing. Just a great car that's going to be a great value. Stands up perfectly. Everything about it is just the way it ought to be. Come on, we're going to show it to you. You see here how the paint looks. Paint is gorgeous. Top matching set of tires, good set of tires on it. No chips, dings that we can see. The interior is brand new. Look at the carpet. I mean, this car, son, is as fresh as it was the day it left the showroom. Look at the headliner. Non-smoker's car. I don't know what's supposed to be on it. Is that navigation?
Navigation, heated and cooled seats, got everything.
Is this pretty or what? Where's the trunk button on it?
On this remote that I got in my hand.
Oh, okay. Look here. We didn't clean this up like this, folks. There's not any wear at all on the kick panels up in here. I mean, it's just new looking. I love these cars. You got it. Look in the back seat.
Got rear climate vents. Got all your flips and cup holders and stuff. Headrest, child seat anchors.
I don't know if you can see this or not, folks, but and it may sound silly, but whoever buys it, come here, son. This carpet right here, to show you how little use this car has gotten. This is just somebody drove back and forth to work. The carpet still has that little sparkle to it like it does when it's brand new. It shows any wear at all. The trunk, of course, look here. You wonder how someone took care of a car this good. Look at all that. That is pretty. Absolutely beautiful.
LED lights in the corners to light it up at night.
I have yet to see a ding or a peck. I'm sure there's one on it and someone will point it out to me, but I sure haven't seen one. Have you? Finding a car like this is just pretty amazing. To find one, and especially for what we can sell this one for.
I've got the key in my pocket. It keeps thinking I'm walking away from it.
Power on both sides, of course. Where's the trunk? I mean, I can't find it. Dash is perfect. There you go. Look in there.
Looky there.
Look at that. Here's your manual and all that. And how new it looks. Pretty impressed by finding one like this, son. It looks that way. You just can't pick it, folks. I mean, you can't pick it. If you've been to shopping, you want a new Cadillac and you've been looking for one and they ran you off with the prices, the payments and all that, you need to look at this. The only difference between this and a new car, well, I don't even know if a new car'd smell any better for a couple of weeks, but I can assure you.
These things are about 70, 80 grand new.
This car, all the depreciation's out of it, folks. You can drive this car 4 or 5 years and get your money back, or close to it. It'd be very minimal depreciation. Whereas you can go buy your new one, you're gonna have a little bit of depreciation, probably $50,000 is what it'll cost you. That's the difference. And this car, I mean, I hate to be redundant, but I can't tell you how nice it is and how perfectly it shows here. Whoever buys this car is going to be real pleased with it. if you decide to ship it, which most of our customers are doing now because it's so much more reasonable to do, you're going to be real happy when this car arrives at your house. But we're going to sell it. We'll have a low reserve on it, or a best offer, whichever one Dan decides to do, but it will be unbelievably the price on it that we're going to offer to sell it. It's a 2014 Cadillac CTS all-wheel drive with every option. Nothing about it is you can pick. It's just a great, great car. It's going to be some kind of nice bargain. Thanks very much for watching our video. Folks, we appreciate it. Hope you have a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. Look forward to visiting with you about this Cadillac and seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.
Hi, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this car. Now I'm going to take you on a little test drive, but before that, just want to show you a few things. It's got the dual memory seats. It's got, of course, power tilt and telescope on the steering wheel. It's got the paddle shifters if you want to shift it manually. This is the luxury edition. It's got the collision alert, which you can adjust the settings for that. Heated steering wheel, of course Bluetooth, cruise. Over here, pretty neat. Got a little flip-up deal. You can plug a USB in there, or, you know, hide some little goodies. One thing I thought was cool, this is motorized. So just give a little tap. There's your different modes for your shift. You got Tour, Sport, and Ice. Over here, non-smoker. Got the extra power outlets everywhere. Now this dash is something else. Of course, you got your climate controls. You got heated and cooled seats on both sides. You got navigation, show you where you're at. There's all your Bluetooth controls. Get the old person's stuff off of here. There's your lane departure. You can turn on and off. So if you're kind of drift out of your lane, it'll beep and it'll vibrate the seat even. Stereo, of course, XM, AM, FM, all that good stuff. You just hit a little button, open the glove box. There's your rear parking sensor you can turn off. I like you got the manual controls for the climate and the stereo, as well as the the dash controls. Of course, got a automatic dimming rearview mirror, got OnStar, got the built-in garage door opener you can program. You got the manual mode. I'm gonna leave it in drive. Oh, and on the dash, you got all kinds of stuff. You can go over here to the right and look through all your distance to destination, cruise, volts, blind. You can adjust it where you want, basically. You can scroll through here, different settings. If you got the navigation active, it'll show up on here as well. And you can set up the same stuff over here. There's some other things you can add as well to this list, or you can take stuff off this list if you want. But just tons of different stuff you can do. This is all electroluminescent, so when the car is off, it's just black. But we'll see if we can get pulled out here. You'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. So even though my camera work may come out a little shaky, rest assured this car has an excellent ride and drive. All the dash is good on it. Wipers, of course. One good thing on this car that you don't have to worry about, a lot of people, they have trouble with the touch screens on these dashes. They're prone to go out. They all go out eventually, but this one has already been replaced. So that's about 1,000, 1,200. You don't have to worry about going to your local dealer and spending anytime soon, because it's been done. We've even got the old one laying around somewhere to show you, but it's been replaced, so you don't have to worry about that. I'll leave it on navigation. I like seeing the map. When I've got the lane departure on, like when I change lanes, it'll give me a little buzz in the seat, and what that does is let me know, that I'm changing lanes or that I'm near the edge of the lane. But you can turn it off, but it's a handy feature to have when you're just driving along, and if you're like me, you may get a little sleepy on long trips, but it does work. The windshield's in good shape, no cracks, no rock picks, any of that. All the tire monitors work, of course. Obviously the front tires are excellent, so are the back. And I don't know if Dad mentioned it, this is all-wheel drive, so not something you usually find down here in Mississippi. You find a lot of four-wheel drive trucks like are in front of me, but don't find many all-wheel drive cars. And so that's what jumped out at me when I saw it. It's a local dealer trade-in. Someone traded in on a new one, and most people down here don't know how to deal with advertise or sell an all-wheel drive car, and well, we do, because odds are this one will go up north like most of them do, because we don't need them down here. But if you want to fly in, drive this car home, you can. The miles will probably go up. I've got to put my wife's van in the shop, and I'm going to let her drive it for a little while. But it is for sale in the meantime. But just so you know, they may go up some. But and don't let the miles worry you. 99,000 miles on one of these cars is nothing. It's barely broken in. It's obviously, you can just tell from the condition of the seats that this car has spent its life out on the interstate. It hadn't been, just a bunch of short trips and hops and daily driver kind of thing, because they'll get wear on the seats, and that you can't hide it. It's just there. But we didn't have to touch the seats on this car. This is just how it came to us. All we've done is rinse it off. So obviously this truck's been on, this car has been on the interstate. A friend of mine just sold his. He had an 11, and it had 180,000 miles on it. I take that back. He got in a wreck with his. That's the only reason he got rid of it. But you service these cars properly and treat them right, and they'll just, they just go and go. We have been through everything on it. Cannot find anything that doesn't work like it should. The heat works, the cooled seats, the heated seats, mirrors, locks, screen, of course, all that stuff works. Even the steering wheel looks brand new. You can't even tell it's got any wear on it. These new model Cadillacs, they're built to last. They're not like the reputation they have from way back when. These new ones will hold up. So like I said, if you want to fly in, drive it home, you can. I would not hesitate to load up in this car and take it anywhere. And we'll be glad to pick you up at the airport, Jackson International, at no extra charge if you want to fly in. Or if you, like most of our customers, you're from up north of the Midwest and you're buying from us, because we got bargains and we got rust-free vehicles. So you may not have time to spend several days driving or flying in and driving home, or even any of that. So with that being said, don't let the idea of having to ship this car scare you off from bidding. Or if you look online and get some online shipping quotes, don't let those prices scare you off, because depending on how much of a hurry you're in, we can save you as much as half off. And the reason for that is most of these places you find and get quotes online or on UBid or wherever, they're not actual shippers. They're not driving a fleet of trucks or anything. They're just brokers. And all they do is they'll charge you hundreds of dollars, and they'll call it a deposit, but all it really is their fee for hauling for setting up the shipping. Well, we bypassed all that, because they all use this one website called Central Dispatch that's not open to the public, but we joined Central Dispatch, so we can offer our customers basically wholesale rates on shipping. So if you're interested, shoot me a text or an email, and I'll be glad to get you a quote on that. And if you're anywhere near Dallas or Houston or Atlanta or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, then I can get you a real good deal on shipping. So like I said, shoot me a text or an email, 601-376-9869, and I'll be glad to get you a good ballpark figure on that. And basically the way it works, we come to an agreement on the price, you pay me, I post it, and usually within 3 to 5 days I'll have somebody to haul it to you. Now sometimes it takes a little longer, and we've had them picked up the same day we posted them. It just kind of depends on where you are and if somebody's in the area that's headed your way and all that. And of course, the less of a hurry you're in, the cheaper I can probably get it done. So anyway, if you're interested, just call me. I can explain all that to you. Now if you're in a hurry for the car, you might as well just come get it, because I get people that, you know, they think, well, I'm paying for shipping, it should get picked up the next day and blah blah blah, and that's just not how it works. I mean, it may get picked up the next day, but I got no control over that. So I got a guy pay me for a truck Thursday, and he got mad because it's not already down there to him, so he's driving up from Miami, gonna be here in a couple hours, which is fine, but you know, how quick do you expect? But anyway, back to this car, 2014 Cadillac CTS 4 Luxury Edition, pretty much loaded up, heated, cooled seats, navigation, Q system, see all the touchscreen, steering wheel controls. I want to show you the dash real quick. I like to show the dash after I've been driving a while, because you know, it's easy to cut a light off or a warning or something with your scanner and take a picture and say, oh look, no lights. But if there's a problem and you haven't fixed it, then as soon as you start driving the car, the light's going to come back on. So that's why I like to show the dash after we've been driving. You can see over 11-12 minutes, because you can see for yourself there really are no lights lit, no warning lights, no service lights, none of that. So just want to point that out. If you're interested in the car, give me a call. I want to know what it takes to buy it, want to make an offer, any of that, give me a call. Dan Dale, 601-376-9869. Appreciate you watching the video, hearing everything we have to say. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you. Oh, one more thing before I forget. So you got a backup camera, and the cool thing is, as I turn the wheel, it turns the grid to kind of show where I'm going. So kind of a handy feature. But anyway, thanks again.